And so, because you are that, you are capable, you are gifted, and you are so unique. All of the things that you may hate about yourself are your strengths. It's okay to be soft. It's okay to be opinionated. It's okay to be different. And it's so okay to just be you. The world awaits to receive you.
Welcome. Excuse my voice. We ain't doing that. Now, let's talk about Florida. What's going on in Florida? Florida's got some shit going on. Florida. Let's talk about Florida. Now, what we have going on in Florida is that the governor is trying his best and anything in his power to put a ban on transgenders for anyone under the age of 18. It is now in effect as far as an order putting in for the governor. But if y'all know law, y'all know some things is not law until it's law. Okay. And it's different steps depending on what branch puts it in. This is the governor. So his ass is crazy, but not crazy because some of this is too much, especially for kids. I'm telling you, I don't know why the society, we're such an immature society that we view immaturity as maturity. Our kids are not mature. 17, 18, 19 year olds don't have the thinking capacity to make adequate decisions sometimes. They still need guidance from their parents, even when you're 21, 22, 23. So imagine the different, as I'm going to say, as I said this before, the thinking levels, the thinking capacity levels that one may have. Think about your stages as a child and what you thought about when you were 5, if you can remember, what you thought about when you was 13. Like, what were you going through? And to have these certain topics impressed into your brain and you have to think about it, and to hear that some kids literally go down this path, not because they feel like they are, but because they feel pressured. Now, there are some who feel and know that this is what they are. They feel as, more feminine than masculine, which is understandable. But to literally have a whole surgery to re and create yourself is a major, major life decision. On top of them being kids, who who's paying for this shit? Who the fuck insurance paying for this? Because I'm like, not mine, not I. And then the state be like, well, I'll take custody of them, and then they're gonna be my kids, and we can transgender them. It's a big fight. It's a big fight. Let's listen because we got a few points to make here because there's a bill being put in, all types of stuff. Because you got Senate, governor. You see what I'm saying? You got different things going on. Anyway, yeah, that was on a deep end. Make it make sense. Now, so this is what's going on. So this is a bill. As I said, I knew it. I'm like, this ain't no damn law. They was talking about a law. It's a bill that he introduced. We could all introduce bills. You can introduce a bill as a citizen of Florida, as Georgia. You just got to know how to do it. Have people support the bill, get it signed, get it moved up. If you want to learn about that stuff, go to Primetime Home Buyers or Secure Your Energy. I will teach you a little bit how to understand law. But with that goes to say, separately, the GOP law operators are currently advancing the bill through the Florida Senate that makes it a felony to provide any such gender affirmation care to minors, as well as ban state funds from being used to cover the same care for adults. A companion bill has also been introduced into the state house. So they try to move this through. They try to move this through fast. So somebody said and it's true. Listen to what they said. I have tattoos I got at 17 that I regret. I can't imagine even making a decision that big at that age. Thank you. Like as I grew up, I found out, when I figured I'm a Hebrew and things like that, and when I look back, I'm like, damn, I got a lot of tattoos. I don't know if I would have made the same decision if I knew what I knew now. You see what I'm saying? It's a level of maturity, spiritual growth that happens over time. and we have better discernment. That's why you can't be mad at teenagers for making crazy decisions. You got to be on their ass. Okay. Now, but this right here, I don't think that this is a correct thing to do, to allow people under the age of 18 to cut off their genitals. Now, moving forward, this is some conflict going on in Florida. They talking about locking doctors up. If you want to go and perform anything, give some pills, give some hormones, you're going to get a fine. Now, listen to this. Florida bans on gender transformation for minors now in effect. So I just want y'all to listen to it because he ain't playing. Thank you. I think they need to get sued for what they did in COVID, but I'm going to take a whole glass and shut the hell up. My thing is that how could you feel comfortable moving forward, knowing what we know as medical professionals and the psychological stages that we have that we just talked about, but the indifference that go on with teenagers, they be all over the place. Kids, how could you cut off their chest and their pubics because they got an idea that they something at a young age? I promise you, I just got this feeling that Dwayne Wade, y'all remember this statement because Grace Levi is psychic. I'm gonna bring my psychic abilities to, I'm gonna bring it to the forefront. Ask my family, ask my kids. Anytime I say something, it comes true. I can sense when somebody's close, when they're far. It's really getting like just amazing, more amazing every day, and I appreciate it. So what I say with my psychic abilities today, mark my words, Zay is going to turn to Zaire in a couple of years. He going to want some pootie tang. His hormones going to kick in and he going to turn. Mark my words. Well, she going to turn back to who she is. Mark my words. I know y'all going to be like, how you know? What you saying? Because I'm psychic and I'm from the tribe of Levi. Go ahead. I don't care. I take criticism. I take ridicule. You don't know what you're talking about. Baby, I've been through all of that through the whole pandemic. From the beginning, when they told me take the mask off, that's not gonna help you. Baby, to the month before, I told y'all, get a mask, something covered. Everybody was like, she's crazy. I've been ridiculed and I don't give a damn. I'm gonna tell you what the hell's going down with Zay. Watch. Mark my words. Okay. So this is one more. This is the conflict of interest that I want to talk to you about because there is a conflict of interest that's going on in Florida right now. Just because you have the governor pushing one bill, the people may want one bill, then you may have the Senate. I think it's the Senate here. You have the Senate of that state that can push their own bill. So let's listen to the actual bill that the Senate is trying. Edom. I'm gonna call them Edom. No, we can't call them Edom. They're not all Edom. Yeah, they are Edom. Okay, I'm gonna call them Edom. Okay. Thank you, Yaki. I'm trying to be politically correct because the first thing comes be like Esau, but Esau is of the devil, and that's a behavior, that's a spirit that can overtake anybody. So thank you, y'all. Love you, my Hebrew brother. You know you got my back. All right, now I'll be trying to be politically correct. Now this is the conflict of interest that's going on in Florida right now. You have some people pushing for it, some people not. I am just glad that I teach my kids at home, and at the end of the day, they can make the decision. But I don't need them involved in this bullshit. This drama. It's just a bunch of drama. All right, let's see. Can you see it? Let's read it. This was March 13th. I thought it was a video. But on Monday, the Florida State Health Policy Committee discussed Senate Bill 254 for the first time. The proposed legislation would grant courts temporary. Listen to this. This is how the shack gets started. Listen to this. On Monday, the Florida Senate Health Policy Committee discussed Senate Bill 254 for the first time. The proposed legislation would grant courts temporary emergency jurisdiction over children in this state if they are at risk or being subjected to the provision of sex reassignment prescriptions or procedures, otherwise known as gender affirmation. Now, I'm quiet because I don't agree with kids going through with this process. But I don't agree with the kids being put in the custody of the courts or the state. In my opinion, that is the worst situation that can ever happen because of our foster care system, DIFAS system, wherever y'all want to call it, DFACS. I've been in different states, so they call them different things. You know, as a nurse, I have to know who to call, what is what. But what that goes to say, what I see is there is less than a 50-50 chance of the child actually finding a decent home, a decent parent, or that them finding, because the child ain't gonna find it. They have to be found. If they're not placed immediately, then they're gonna foster care. Now, let me give you a story. Let me tell you something, yes, because I watch everything. This young lady is, I think, who is she trying to sue? I forgot who she's trying to sue right now. She's suing somebody. But yeah, she's suing the state, I think. Because basically what ended up happening, it was something just like this. And I'm gonna pull this up so we can watch it and I can do a reaction. Allegedly, what ended up happening to this young girl at a young age, she was going through body dysphoria, meaning that she was confused about who she is. And that's not the only type of body dysphoria. You can look at your body and be like, oh, I'm fat, and be anorexic. What are they gonna do? Huh? Put a skinny body on you? Huh? How they gonna fix that? They're gonna give you liposuction? Because where did that stop? There's a lot of signs and symptoms to that diagnosis. So it's not just thinking you're a man or you're a woman. You could think you're fat, you could think you're skinny, you could think you're ugly, you could just don't like yourself. You know, and that falls under or looking at yourself like I'm ugly, look at my face and be fixated on my eyes are crooked or I feel like they are and they're not. Like some people, one lady, she was kept getting breast implants to the point that the doctor literally had to get a restraining order against this lady because the bitch was crazy. She was stalking him. She's like, they wasn't perfect enough. It was just ridiculous. Like her life was on the line. That is body dysphoria. Okay, it's different things. So my thing is, where do the line get drawn? Where does the line get drawn? This is a very scary thing to present. Not because, like I said, I agree with the kids being able to do this. I just know from what I've seen and what I heard, our DIFE system, DFAC system, Child Protective Services system is not 100% up to par. And they do not need these type of kids in there when they're literally not even providing the kids with the tools they need sometimes to become proactive adults and transition into society. But also the therapy is sometimes not even adequate. We have these fake people who are therapists who just read out of books, who try to diagnose people, and it don't work like that. That's why Lashley never lost a patient and they love me because I don't look at people just like the book tell me to look at them. They are a person. They are a soul. They are a being. So when you have psychiatrists that don't incorporate the soul and the spiritual development of that child, whatever it is, in the ground and within their therapy, I'm not saying being religious, but they have to understand that it is a consciousness. And that is missing from our therapy. And those kids ain't getting it. And they got to understand that it's child development years. So it's so crazy that if there are therapists that support this, they know that kids don't think right. They know kids don't think right. So you got 6-year-old going to jump on the damn thing, jump on the crack his head, shoulder like this. Like, what the hell? When you 27, you ain't doing that. No, but they can make these decisions because we have a sexualized society. Sexualized. And you don't want to admit it and you think it's okay. It's not. Sodom and Gomorrah. Be offended. I don't care what you want me to do. I just call it like I see. Y'all see what the hell going on around here. This shit ain't right. I knew it was going to be a good live. Let's finish up this article. Republican State Senate Clay Yarborough from Jacksonville explained why he filed this proposal. We want to let kids be kids in Florida. Overall goal of the bill is to protect the kids of our state, Yarborough said at Monday's hearing. In the new release earlier this month, Yarborough said, as lawmakers, we have to draw the line when distinct life-altering gender phobia therapies and surgeries are manipulating young children. SB 250 would be required licensed facility to attend that they are not providing such treatment to parents under 18, to patients under 18. I do apologize. People who violate the legislation could face criminal charges. This is in dangerous assault on parental rights, said Bannon Wolf, exposed programs for Equal Florida. And I'm gonna just tell you, this is just the reason why I know this ridiculous, because I know law and I know how they can take this and flip it until somebody else have to bring a case to fight it. Literally, when you're opening doors like this, even the doors about transgender and what we just talked about, this is another door that's open. We as parents are losing our rights, even through the time of they was trying to make kids be able to choose what they could do and don't tell the parent. Then send the kid home to the parent, and they're gonna tell us we got to take the kid to the hospital or do insurance, use our insurance, when you, a stranger, said that it was okay for a child, that's my child, to do something I said they couldn't do. And then you're gonna send them back home to me so I could take care of them. Or you're gonna take them and put them in defects and they be fucked up even more. How about that? I need people to understand how these laws is applied and how they can be flipped and bounced on you in 2 seconds. You think that you're talking about one thing right now, and then it just trickles and boils into something else. This can be used for anything that the state feels it is in violation of their laws. Okay, because that's what they feel. I mean, like I said, I agree. I don't think kids should do that. But in this terms, this opens a door, because what if it's another law that parents don't agree with? And they say, well, if you don't agree with it, we're going to just take custody away. Do y'all see what I'm saying? I mean, is what I'm saying off, weird? Like it doesn't make any sense? If it doesn't, let me know. I'll say it again. Now, I just wanted to get into that. This is the target for your kids. Now, I found another Instagram post highlighting, make no mistake, and this is brought to you by Lexi Movement. Make no mistake, they're pushing an agenda. Wake up. This is Target. Target is targeting somebody. Let's watch this. Who they targeting? Who they targeting?
Boy section.
Right there. All
This
is right here.
this is the boy section.
Yeah.
Wow,
I
wow.
ain't seeing what we see.
Is this the boy section too?
Yes.
Flowers.
You gotta be kidding me.
And they got a Daisy Duke
Wow.
outfit. Wait, we're about to show this.
This is the boy section. Oh,
They
hey,
got
we got a boy
rompers.
shirt.
Some
Hold
little
on.
kid boys.
This
That
is
ain't
the boy
right.
section.
Not my son. Not my son.
We're in the boy section.
I like boys and I like girls.
Ma'am, is this? You gotta be kidding me. Is this the boy section too?
That is for boys.
Not mine. I'll be one of them parents. I'll be living.
Now, if this ain't pushing the agenda,
So,
I don't know what is.
passe.
This is sick.
Here we go.
Target, do better.
I don't care.
Yes, we're at Target. Look at this.
Target is targeted.
So you can look
That's
like your
not
sister.
the boy section. That's not right. That's
Isn't
not
that
right,
something?
though. What happened to the masculine?
Ma'am, where's the boy
Let me
section?
tell you something. I don't. Even though I tell you I'm single, I'm abstinent. I ain't beat for the crazy men. I love masculinity, though. I love femininity. I love a strong man. I love a man that can fix stuff. I love a man that can look at me and I just be quiet. I love a man that smells good. I love a man with a nice back. I love masculinity. And there's nothing wrong with masculinity. This is coming from a woman who's abstinent, okay? Masculinity is beautiful, especially on black men who got their shit together. Because you could look masculine and just be a hot damn mess. I'm just going to look at past you like, please don't look at me. Please don't look at me. And I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, oh, don't look at me. I'm on some bullshit. Don't talk to me. I got issues. I'll tell somebody, no, I'm married to God. I got keep moving that way. All right.
Would you like to learn a brand new and innovative way to invest your extra money that has a low barrier to entry and low competition? What if I told you that it is a guaranteed method to get up to 18 to 20% return on your investment? Tax lien and deed purchasing is the only way to get into the real estate market through the back door. No credit and no loans needed. This method isn't commonly taught, and therefore the competition is very low, for now. Put together a 14-hour info-packed course which will teach you everything you'll need to know to get started. Learn at your own pace, step-by-step guided video and aids to start you on the TLC deed investment process. The course offers many learning tools for new investors, helping ensure you safely invest in tax liens and deeds. Contact us today and join the buyback team.